I feel like what is civic responsibility to myself and to Pink Heart? Is civic responsibility in by August time, is it more responsible to not participate and avoid all possibility of contributing to any sort of transmission of COVID? Or is that risk going to be small enough that the civically responsible thing to do would be to try to create a container for connection, spiritual, mental, heart connection that allows us to feel alive and thrive? I don't know the answer. And I think that if we're discouraged to have that conversation, it is contrary to the whole value of the Burning Man community and ethos. What if burners take their ingenuity and they find ways to have safer social interactions? We joke about safety third. We don't really mean we don't care about safety. It means that we find that there is a balance between risk and experience. We're always making that decision of risk versus experience. I've talked to people who don't park in parking garages because what if there is a earthquake? It's an unsafe place and it could collapse on you. Like, well, that's possible. That risk is not worth the change in my life to live with that kind of danger avoidance. Burning Man, to me, has never been a place where we go to be protected from danger and death. It's a place we go to have experiences that are so intense and so incredible that we feel alive. And we try to find that sweet spot. Acceptable risk to have a valued experience. And that same equation is what we have to deal with now. And currently, the risk of COVID-related death and damage and danger and suffering it's not there. It's just not acceptable. But we will get to a point, at some point, that risk will be low enough that the value of experience will be greater. Maybe it'll happen by August, maybe not. We don't know if Burning Man's going to happen this year. My understanding is that Burning Man has moved forward and they've applied for permits with the BLM. And they've reached out to the community to ask what they think we should do. A few camps have come out and said we are not going for a number of reasons. And I really respect their communication. I respect the reasons that have been said. The Death Guild had a statement that was really well articulated, talked about privilege and equity and safety. And these are the things that I think that burners should be talking about. Safety, equity. What does civic responsibility mean in the world today? I think today, having a burn would be absolutely responsible. But in August, is it possible? Could we be at a place with vaccination and numbers? And the numbers are dropping like crazy. Who knows? Is it because we have a president that says wear masks? Should we celebrate President's Day because we have a president that seems to be taking COVID much more seriously, and that could be a sign that we could be in a place in a few months where we have a level of functional immunity, or we have a level of we can put systems in place or something so that a gathering could be a responsible thing? I don't know. I think so. I think it's possible, and it's a place where I believe that it's okay to have these conversations. Last year I was very vocal about that we should not go out there, and I still believe that was the right decision. But I also know that my understanding and the reasons why I said what I said was, based on specific viewpoints, and was not, all of it was not based on 100% transparency and truth from every side. So I'm really hesitant to say what we should do. What I am very strongly a believer in is that we should be able to have conversations. And if you hear me say I'm still open to a burn, and I'm still open to participation in a gathering in Black Rock City this year, and you say that how dare you are murdering people, or you're blah 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 blah, then we know that is no longer conversation, and that I think to me feels very contrary to the vibe of radical inclusion that allows for diverse people to come together and find common ground so that we can learn from one another without having the walls of division that to just make things worse and worse. So at some point, eventually, I look forward to seeing you again and hugging you in person for real. Thank you. I love you. Want to give big thanks to Nick Atkins for giving me this awesome Love More shirt from the hashtag Pink Socks movement. And yeah. Wherever you are, let's have ourselves a hug. Wherever you are, grab yourself by the shoulders and let's give some appreciation for this body we're in. And although we are not together physically, let's recognize that we have the ability to connect in non-physical ways. We have the ability to feel that we are sharing a space. Not a physical space, but a space of intention and love and open-heartedness and appreciation for one another. So in that place right there, understanding the shared humanity that we have between us that are hearing this voice in this moment, those that are hearing the archive voice, those that are touched by all those that are in this connection right now, and that network of connection that flows out from each of us. Let's feel that shared vibration, that connection beyond our ideology, that connection to humans, to humanity, and that shared experience of trying to keep your family safe and trying to do what's right. That intention that is beyond the information or the choices or the allegiances that we might get caught up in. And let's sit into that place, that raw space of human love, and just feel the embrace and take a deep breath in and hold it. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and you beautiful love warriors, happy Hug Nation. Thank you for being here today. I love you. I can't believe that Becca convinced me to take my hat off. Ooh, did she really know this is what my hair looked like?